What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh wow, we have not been to this guy in a long time. We're coming back to Mark Lanegan. Yes, indeed. Mark Lanegan fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bot, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Salai Mutiara, and Salai wanted to see me react to this. It is Mark Lanegan and Maggie Bjorklund doing a rendition of the Alice in Chains tune, Nutshell. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes, I have. Full disclosure. Yes, I have heard the song before. I've done a reaction to the song before by Alice in Chains. So I know for a fact that I've heard the song. Having said that, though, this is a cover, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a live performance to boot. So, full disclosure here, since I have done a reaction to the original song before, I will not be reacting to, evaluating, or scoring the original song itself in any way, shape, or form. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring what Mark Lanegan and Maggie Bjorklund do with the song. Is this going to be a carbon copy cover? Or are they going to put their own little spin on it? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, I guess. This was posted by Museum of Pop Culture, okay? And the video has 279,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Mark Lanegan and Maggie Bjorklund. Nutshell by Alice in Chains, Mopop Founders Award 2020. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
talk is rain. Mine privacy is rain. And yet I find repeating in my head. If I can't be my own, I'd feel better dead.
Man. I know I haven't paused in a long time, and odds are this is going to get blocked probably. When I first heard that steel guitar, I was like, that's a really nice addition. That's a really nice addition. The more I've been listening to it, the more it's having an impact on the song, at least to me it is, in a positive way. And the more it's changing my opinion of the song. When I did my initial reaction to this song, I do remember saying it's a really good song. I think I gave it somewhere in the 7s. I think it was in the low 7s. But I wonder what my score would have been if I heard this first. Let me tell you, folks, that steel guitar, man, the sliding, oh, good God. Oof. It's hitting. It's hitting. It's not making me tear up, but I mean, it's hitting my soul, man. It absolutely is. It's getting me. It is absolutely getting me. And on top of that, Mark's vocals are, I mean, look, he's not Lane Staley. I get it. I understand that. But oh my good Lord, he's knocking it out of the park. Absolutely out of the park. I am usually not a fan of slower songs like this. I'm not usually a big fan of them, but man, I am a fan of this. Oof, man alive. I have not wanted to pause. I didn't even want to pause now, but I know I have to. But I don't want to. I want to just let this run. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. I kind of wish they didn't, though. I kind of wish they had come to that note and just left it on that 6 and just let that resonate and fade. Wow. Wow. This is going to be an interesting review. Oh boy. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Mark Lanegan and Maggie Bjorklund with their rendition of the Alice in Chains tune, Nutshell. This was a request from Salai Mutiara. This is going to be a really interesting review because I have a feeling I'm going to probably end up upsetting a few people. So I'm going to put a couple disclaimers out there just to, CYA. First and foremost, I have heard this song before. Okay, I've done a reaction to the original song. Well, I think it was the Unplugged rendition from the Unplugged concert that Alice in Chains did. I did that a while ago. So I have heard this song. I have heard it done in an acoustic format. So, just to let you know, I'm not taking the original song itself into account here in any way, shape, or form. I am basing my score and my evaluation completely on what Mark Lanegan and Maggie Bjorklund did with the song, okay? So, that's the first thing. Second thing, and I'm going to aim this comment at all the Alice in Chains fans, okay? Now, I'm not saying every Alice in Chains fan is like this, but I have seen in the comments a number of Alice in Chains fans who get very upset when there's any comparison done to Alice in Chains, and in particular, Lane Staley, okay? I know Alice in Chains has their new vocalist, and a lot of people are Lane Staley purists, and without Lane Staley, it's not really Alice in Chains. Guys, I don't know how else to put this, so this is gonna sound cruel. This is gonna sound cold, but this is just very matter of fact. I'm not doing this, and I'm not saying this to raise anybody's ire. I'm saying this because these are the facts, okay? Lane Staley is gone, okay? He's gone. Now you have a choice. Alice in Chains can continue with a new vocalist, or Alice in Chains can die. Which would you rather have? You know what I mean? Now, there are people who get really upset with that, and they'd rather see Alice in Chains be gone than have a new vocalist. Man, okay, if that's what you want. And these are also probably the same people who will be offended if anybody says that somebody comes along and does one of their Alice in Chains favorite songs, and this cover does a better job than the original, and they'll probably get completely butthurt over this. If you are one of those people who could potentially get really upset at the possibility that some band or some artist comes along and does a better job than Alice in Chains did with their own song, it does happen, folks. It does happen every once in a while. There is that cover that I personally think is better than the original. You might want to turn the video off right now. You might want to look up at that X right now. It's kind of looking at you and giving you the wink like, yeah, I'm up here. You might want to click on me. Yeah, you might want to listen to it and click on that X because you're not going to want to hear what I have to say. I promise you, okay? Having said all that and giving you all plenty of warning and plenty of heads up, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that cover an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
When I heard the original version of this, now, when I say the original, what I mean by that is when I did my first reaction to this song, it wasn't the studio version, it was the acoustic show that they did, the Unplugged show that they did for MTV. I remember hearing the song, and I was kind of flustered with the counting. And I saw in the comments everybody saying it's not 5/4, it's 4/4. And you guys were at number one. I just want to take a minute and acknowledge everybody that told me that. You are absolutely right. Okay, you are absolutely right. It is 4/4. When I went back and listened to it again, I focused and I zeroed in on 4/4, and you guys are absolutely right. It just, the downbeat of 4, or the and of 4 is what starts the next phrase, but the actual measure kicks in a half beat later. So you guys are absolutely right. It is 4/4. It threw me for a loop. I got distracted by it, and it led me down the wrong path. I apologize. I admit I was wrong, and you guys were absolutely right. Okay. Now, having said that, though, there were a number of people who, you know, they told me it was 4/4, and they threw some really interesting and colorful adjectives in there as well, and, you know, trying to be cute and trying to be insulting. Well, you guys have been blocked, so listen, I don't mind constructive criticism. I don't mind if you guys tell me I'm wrong, you know, and you show me how I'm wrong. As long as you're respectful about it, that's fine with me. That's absolutely fine. And in this case, you guys were right, and you proved me wrong. So I'm here to admit I was wrong. But when you guys are disrespectful about it, and you start calling people names, and you start, you know, saying other things that are just insulting, at that point, I don't have to tolerate you, and you've been blocked. So maybe some of you people have been making other comments that you haven't been getting hearts. That's why you've been blocked. And no, I'm not going to unblock you. You can email me all you want. I'll just block you on my email next. Once you get blocked, you are blocked for life. Anyway, so that was that, number one. Number two, between this and the original, I gotta tell you, man, I really prefer this. I really do. Man, so many things going for this cover. Two big things in particular. Number one, I know there's going to be the Lane Staley purists out there who believe Lane Staley is God and he is the greatest vocalist to ever grace God's green earth, and you know, nobody can even compare to Lane Staley. Well, I got news for you folks. There are other people who say the exact same thing about Chris Cornell. There are a lot of people who say the exact same thing about Eddie Vedder. There are a lot of people who say the exact same thing about Dimash. There are a lot of people that say the exact same thing about Beyonce. There's a lot of people who say a lot of the same things about every other vocalist out there. Okay? So that's your opinion. You're certainly entitled to your opinion. I'm not trying to sway it. I'm just saying your opinion is yours and it's not fact. Okay? My opinion, I think Mark Lanegan sounded better on this song than Lane Staley did. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be a lot of people upset by me saying that, but look, the guy knocked it out of the park. He absolutely did. It felt good. I mean, when I say it felt good, man, it hit me. Like, it absolutely hit me. I mean, I'm sitting here listening to this song with my eyes closed because I don't want to be distracted by anything. There's no live performance, so I don't need to watch the video. But I'm sitting here listening to just everything, and I'm listening to his vocals blending so well with all of the instrumentation, not going over the top, and at the same time not disappearing in the mix. I mean, it was right present in the mix at the nice, like, perfect level. And his delivery was just so heartfelt. It just felt good, man. It absolutely felt good. I'm sorry, my opinion, I think he did better than Lane did. That steel guitar, I believe that's Maggie Bjorklund playing that steel guitar with the slide. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. My God. Oh, just speaks to you, man. It absolutely does. Why was that? I have a question. I am sure Jerry Cantrell is a very I know he's a very talented guitar player. I'm sure if he wanted to, he probably could pick up a steel guitar and figure it out. I'm sure he could. Man, why didn't they? That was such a great element. Oh my God. That one element, just that steel guitar, it changed everything about the song for me. The song was no longer dark and broody. It was still emotional, but it kind of tugged at your heartstrings, man. The song hurt. Like, it hurt my soul. And I was just like, wow, this is, and it's just that, the addition of that one voice, that one instrument, and it completely changed the landscape of the song for me. The original version, don't get me wrong, it's dark, it's broody, it's gloomy, and it is what it is, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. This just changed it. It brought it to a whole different direction. And man, I dug it. I absolutely dug it. I think they did a great job with this. On top of it, the electric guitar, you know, with its sparse playing, it was there. It would interject itself, and it was, you know, you could hear it clear as day. It wasn't like underneath everything. No, it came in. When it would come in, it came in, and it made its presence be felt. It made its presence be known, and it just as quickly as it entered, it disappeared like a ghost in the night. And that was nice. Really nice. I enjoyed this far more than I enjoyed the original. And I know people are going to be crying bloody murder over that. To those people, I say this: get over it. Sorry, it's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. So I am going to say straight up, I think, my personal opinion, I think they did a better job than the original. I thought it was a great cover, and that's why I'm giving it the great score of 8.3. I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.